everyone, so today's video is going to be all about the best books that I read last year, and I'm filming this right after the January TBR video, so I hope it's not too obvious, even though I just changed like this shirt to like look a bit different. And yeah, my cat is currently washing himself right behind the camera, so if you can hear that, I'm really sorry for that. So yeah, let's just get into the best books that I read last year. So first we have Unwell Women. Now this is a very informative book and a very detailed book as well about the medical industry and how specifically women are treated in the medical industry. And yeah, it's a lot about medical trauma. It goes very in depth about, different kinds of medical trauma that women throughout history have gone through. And yeah, it's very detailed. It can be a bit dense to read, especially like the last 50 pages were a bit too much for me, I felt like. So yeah, it was still very informative. I would still recommend it. But yeah, it was a bit dense, and I talked about it a bit more in depth in a Goodreads review that I wrote for it. So check that out if you want to know more of my in-depth thoughts about it. So yeah, I really did like this book and I would recommend it. So next we have I Wish You All the Best. Now this book, I had very high expectations for it, but it definitely was as expected, I guess. It lived up to my high expectations. And yeah, I really liked it. It has a non-binary main character. It has a very pretty cover. And yeah, it's just one of those books where I don't really have a lot to say about it other than the fact that I really liked it. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. Then next we have Tales from the Cafe. Now I'm gonna go through the rest of these books very fast because I'm getting very overwhelmed in an autistic way. I'm very overstimulated. So I'm gonna go through the rest of these books very fast. So yeah. This is the sequel to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I own every single book in that series now, and I read this last year. I also reread Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I still really like that book. Really like this book as well. It was a bit less emotional than the first book, but it was still emotional. I would still recommend it. Moving on now. The next book is Read and Count Back from 10. This is a book with disability representation specifically for hip dysplasia, I'm pretty sure. I don't personally have hip dysplasia, and yeah, I feel like the representation in this was really good. Obviously, I don't know if it was correct, but the author does have it themselves. So it's a book with disability representation by a disabled author, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked the romance. I liked the whole storyline and the plot that was there. I really enjoyed this. I would really love to read more books by this author in the future. So yeah. Then the next book is the only book on this list that I read with an audiobook, and that is Not That Bad. This is a very heavy book with a very heavy topic, and I would be very careful when you read this because I feel like you have to be in the correct mindset to read it. And yeah, it's very difficult. I can't even mention what the topic is because I don't know if this video will get taken down or something like that. So yeah, very difficult topic, but I would highly recommend it if you're in the correct mindset to listen to it or read it. And yeah, it is a very necessary book, but again, be careful when you read it. So those were all of the books on this best books of 2023 list. I didn't really have that good of a reading year, to be honest. I feel like I prioritized manga and very fast and short audiobooks because I felt like I was constantly behind on my reading goal. So I don't know if I should lower it to make it easy for myself to read books that I'm gonna enjoy more, because while reading very fast and very short books is very fun, I feel like in the long run it's not that fun because I don't really have any good books to talk about. So yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. Maybe I should prioritize reading longer books more. So yeah, let's see if I actually manage to do that, I guess. Thank you guys for watching, and again, I'm really sorry for how short this video is. I wanted to make it longer, but again, I'm getting very overstimulated, and yeah, I don't really know what it is. I feel like it's a combination of my clothing, my hair, and my cat being very playful, and all the birds flying outside, and a neighbor's dog barking constantly. I feel like I'm getting very overstimulated. So yeah, I'm sorry that this was really short, but I'm still glad that I managed to film 2 videos today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed them regardless. And yeah, put your best books of last year in the comments below, I guess. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye.